like this?
I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl. But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small?
She's huge!
But the final boss in a certain action game is much, you know, that game, Kniferella.
Said it anyway.
I see. Hey, want me to squish you in between?
I'd get fucking crushed!
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. Too bad, this isn't a fan service game. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous...
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh.
Is it just me? I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, it's too...
Wait, what?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking.
You are not bored at all! I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
I see! Are you... Junko Enoshima? Did you say Junko Enoshima?
It's true. I did end up dying. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go... Jeez. Stupid. You're the one who... And why is someone who... Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego? Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy...
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive. And then someone uploaded me into this Neo-World program.
Yeah, Izuru.
And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
That's insane. So, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's Junko...
Don't get cautious and think stuff like, what each and every one of our classmates looked at us, so let's all be friends! Hell no! Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me. Tampered? With the graduation program? Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens? I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for So, I decided to modify what happened. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks. That's why I decided to resurrect them. This is the new
Resurrect? Hey.
It was like real hard, you know?
It was like real hard.
The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted code.
Oh, that's how.
It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave and nuke it.
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
Who cares about that? Are you serious?
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right? By the way, I'll give you a clue.
So you're not gonna tell us?
I see! The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with—
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
How brilliantly wrong!
Wrong?
How should I put this? I was just... I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it?
the sake of sanity,
It's kind of like superhero cosplayers, or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with this, you know, those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder?
Damn it, no one can come.
Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect it?
Wait a minute. The cover is really...
This stage of the...
She's seriously messed up.
I was gonna say, isn't that reference to main code? But then remembered that main code only came out last year.
Well, in a way, the countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like, don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0. Enough! Please don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own.
Hey, enough with this pointless crap!
Like I said, it's easy.
Just a game?
Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is...
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it. Hey, who fucking cares about logic?
But if we do not...
Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen.
Well, if a high school girl can get huge...
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program...
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
If we go back, what do you get out of it? What benefit do you get by making us return to the
Man, so annoying. All I want is to put on this graduation before... Well, if you doubt me, you don't have...
Hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here.
Of course! We've been...
Because we had that goal,
Plus everyone can go back together.
You are right. There is no way we can choose to stay. Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip. Wonderful. That's just more reason. Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with... Now then, why don't you guys just go... I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. You don't have to say, who are you talking to?
Chump? Don't worry about it.
So, we just have to...
if we do that, we can go...
I can go back. Miss can finally go back. He's right, Miss can finally go back. This will be the end.
I got it! Don't press it! This is... Junko's trap!
There we go.
What the heck?
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
This guy is really impressing me. And this is stuff.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually, thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. And thus, the main character gallantly appears. So cool!
Did you also time my arrival? No. It doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone. And...
I'm drooling! I can't stop!
How were you able to get here, Makoto? Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, that's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated. Which means...
I already know.
You always had such reckless hope. I love you so...
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap? It doesn't matter. We can... After all this, the fact that you guys are even thinking... She's lying to you about your dead...
Hello, me?
Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal...
You know her goal?
Yeah. Junko's goal is...
Despair Restoration Program?
as part of the graduation program. your avatar's memory and consciousnesses. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of alter ego and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
What? Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
What the fuck?
Like the real world, once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered. It's actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, the data of everyone who died is stored within me. So I'm sure I could.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot. I could play a version of Pickup.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkify all mankind. After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world! With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete! That's Operation Junkify all mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah!
That messed up plan is your goal? Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our...
Is that what you want me to do? Is it...
No. There's a reason Junko... I see! Got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher. However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow up. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules.
So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were...
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look...
Chump chick.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you! So that's your trap. You try to make us choose graduate, so you can take... Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember? Picture thousands of fools who are mad, and the best part is...
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes! Oh, that memory is so beautiful!
Yeah, about that.
No. Could it be she's talking about them right now?
I see!
Reserve.
Are you talking about...
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor.
Mass suicide.
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it. 2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all tied at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that. I mean, you're all ultimate despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
Oh, and you got go.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That That's the reason we...
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose to graduate to get out of here...
If that happens, does that mean we gotta stay here to keep...
What the heck? It's such a cruel fate for you guys. They'll be able to keep all the Ultimate Despairs.
Wrong!
But Ultimate Despair is hated worldwide. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that.
This is nothing to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game. Even though you kept sacrificing... The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along! Isn't that just so fucking true?
Stop it!
It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings in class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate dispense kill each other off? Nah.
Don't give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here!
No, there is.
I see! Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies. As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop. And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
I think that's, well... You might as well explain yourself.
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why?
Reason,
I see!
None of people.
Because...
Pay attention, class. Out of 15 people, more than half of them must press... Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people...
Even if you want to cheat, the shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw... No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown. You still came here when you knew... It's not that we have no chance of winning.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
You really are quite dim-witted, aren't you?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them.
Them?
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
Chiyoko! Byaku!
Kyoko? Yeah.
We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for two people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey! What's going on?
How exciting! I haven't seen it.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's looking...
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya! You're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
You shut up, too.
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
There's such a reason in the Future Foundation TV idea.
You guys are the survivors of the killing school life. Yeah, that's right.
Well, apart from Hero Coco, who's in Tower City, and
There's 3 of them here now?
The
former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move!
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all...
You said it again!
Just ignore her.
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program...
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. If you shut down the Neil world, you'll obviously delete Alter Ego June. So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted.
Does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right! Back to being hopelessly controlled. No!
Are you fucking serious?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know that's why. In order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us. We still have to fight?
Don't worry. Once you get out...
But I thought the Future Foundation... When you say support...
Of course not.
It's gonna be alright. The real bodies, that's why... Pretty sure you'll put...
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like...
you need to have a brain
mistake.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased.
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that!
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless vanish? Does that include her too? Does that mean this world was going to forget she existed, right? When that happens, does it really mean that she in existence confined to this world is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us and not even remember.
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost... Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition.
We're not joking. That is your past.
No,
nobody can escape their past.
But if you keep letting the past hold you back, you'll never be able to move forward.
We don't know anything about that.
Hey, why did we become ultimate?
I asked the same thing in the real world.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However,
people who cling to stuff like hope...
Also true.
They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others.
Okay, that's taking a bit too far.
Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair is...
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being Ultimate Despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough! My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and...
Before you do that, we gotta do... When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair. And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka P, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope... Alright! Things are starting to heat up!
Things are...
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire. This is a game. The game of hope and despair. That explains why these chumps who...
You called us chumps again!
Only because it's true!
Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
There was a more important goal there. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now. So, question. The hint is, I get bored easily. So, okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
Keep moving. Question 1. The Future Foundation? Kind of funny how they say they want to wipe out all them into despair when they got to be worse. You know, I wouldn't really call me by a remnant of despair, he just means despair. What they would use? Nah. The killing. Yay! Boing! 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 Surveillance panel. Oh yeah, it's showing that good old surveillance panel. Because you know you can't get enough of that panel.
It's all coming together. Got it. You used the... You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you? Surveillance cameras? That's what... In the previous killing school line, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the killing school trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things and...
You sure did.
I will never be queen now!
So you guys were watching us? We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but...
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still... There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we
kept trying over and over just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
I don't give two shits what you think.
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation.
You kind of stop calling it everything.
But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play.
Just 1 second, please!
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program. To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
Well, in Izuru's case, I was favorite find one because he had believed all along that despair was the answer, but on the second started to feel a little bit stressed. And that's what he meant by saying what?
That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with them.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
No.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you! It's all thanks to you guys.
We do not feel despair, even if this was all a trap.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Nobody gives that crap, Chico. Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? But that's not all, right?
You know, I see. As I recall, we also need to...
Obviously, there's no way I'd let... So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation...
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't.
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to
she's been bad-mouthing...
Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we...
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there.
Why not?
This is the 15th time you called us chumps.
Look upon their faces.
Once again, I didn't really give a shit what you have to say.
They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That's what I'm gonna think.
That is... Junko, I don't care. It's true that they walked the wrong path before. What I believe in is not their path.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to fly like that when I crush you with despair. Send ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair!
Wrong. That's the Mastermind's job. And they'll be a...
Mastermind?
Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Someone else is coming?
That can't be.
You should never make the last character who... I always fall into that path.
Enough already.
Oh well. Let's bring him out.
Izuru. Kamukura?
I see! Izuru Kamukura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamukura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired...
Does the founder have the same...
Is that kind of coincidence?
The Future Foundation might know...
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about it. It's a mystery if such a person ever... And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being...
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because...
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior...
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's...
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished.
You thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Don't say such cruel things.
I need some clothes.
Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Huh?
What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Huh?
Already? If you don't understand...
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Serious...
Liar! There's no way! There's no way Hajime is Izuru Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamukura. How quickly?
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along! Ultimate hope!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata! I've always had that name ever since I was born!
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope? It might be Izuru.
Damn it.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked, he had a talent all...
How can someone have such an amazing...
In order to hide Izuru, was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's name...
There's no doubt I've always had that name.
Then Izuru is your fake...
Hey, you weren't lying.
I do not want any more last...
Could it be created hope?
That must be it! Created hope.
A hope cultivation plan.
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan.
I'm trying to remember.
They set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as...
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
And then surprisingly, it's pushed.
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody. You still don't get it. You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward Hope.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you?
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
And after many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transform?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to... Seriously, it's scary doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand.
My face is pale.
I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Oh, you mean in there?
Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it...
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions? Thoughts? Hobbies? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all. Even the Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
I really don't know what you're talking about at this point.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime...
He'll disappear.
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamukura. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
And going to disappear? 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 No matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I must be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? Don't really understand, but guess we had to part ways for a while. It's disappointing. You seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason to meet again. After all, you're boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along.
Hajime?
Was that me? No, that's not me!
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamukura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru... Huh?
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain... Have no way to be saved, you say?
I do? I already know how can be saved?
I see.
In In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless...
Hold on. You can't do...
If you do that, everyone...
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, I can't allow the Future Foundation to...
Jeez, you should have said so before.
That's not it. What we're saying...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope?
Danganronpa.
Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs. Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate. It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think?
Hell no!
And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, the girl you love, and the guy you hate, and in Hajime's case, his very existence. Will you be able to endure such despair? For people you've never met before? Does that sound like hope?
You can't believe her!
That's what she does. So she can...
There is no reason to listen to her.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we... Do you still not under...
No.
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful...
Right now, it's finally If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims, the world will regress to an era of bloodshed.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
Deal with it!
At this point...
No. There is... As long as they choose to graduate, and everyone here will be able to hold well. Everyone who died will be taken over. Don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable?
You guys, you can't...
And which is...
You're asking us? You're telling us?
Why'd it turn out like this?
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
If our memories up until now disappear,
Health go up, health go down.
I will not even remember.
Health go up, health go down.
The reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but... I want to see Peko one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know, but...
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
Graduate yourself in world hope or despair. No, telling us to choose? To choose between them? Why do we have to choose?
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this, and now... What? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?